Howdy, howdy folks, and welcome back to Clapped Car Revival. Today, we're just going to be changing the oil on the 65 Galaxie. I'm bringing y'all along not even so much because we need to see an oil change, but just so I can update you because I haven't put anything out in a couple weeks. I've got a pending trade on the Cavalier, so I haven't had much to do. I just want to update y'all on where I'm at and what's coming up next. So I'm going to fire this thing up so I can just get it warm, get everything real hot. We're going to drain it, just get to work. Alright guys, so the first thing I really do want to say, after getting to work on some other cars, is I appreciate the ease of access to these old cars. I don't even have to jack this thing up. But really the whole reason I brought you all along on this is to update you on what we're doing, you know, what's going on. So anyway, like I said, I got a pending trade on the Cavalier. That won't be really anything super cool. It's just going to be like an 05 Impala, but it looks nice and clean. Has a little coolant issue. I don't think it's a head gasket, but we're gonna make that trade hopefully before I leave. So I'm gonna be leaving to get married, going across the country. So I'm gonna be out for like 2 weeks. I'm hoping to get to make this trade before I leave. That way I'll have that to work on as soon as we get back. It looks like really all it needs is a buff up, clean up, and that coolant taken care of. And then, you know, have a decent little cash car to sell to somebody, which will give me some cash to play with for a project. I won't trade that. I'll probably just put it straight out for sale, just so we can buy something old again. I didn't want to go any newer than the Cavalier, but it looks like that's what's about to happen. But anyways, that's what we've got going on. You know, the Galaxie's been down for a little bit. That's why I wanted to get it hot. It's been down for maybe a month or so, just because the taillights completely went out in it. I was driving it to work one day, and I had a dude on a motorcycle. Pull up behind me or beside me while I was driving. It's like, yo, bro, you know you don't have any taillights? And I'm like, nah, that's new. So, yeah, I looked, and I don't have taillights anymore. The wires are just cooked. So I need to order a new wiring harness for that, or make one. Need to order a new wiring harness or make one so I can get back to driving this thing. I haven't really got to drive it in a month. Probably order it while I'm out so it's there when I get back. I want to have it up and cruising. I mean, which isn't a big deal. I almost got the G20 ready. I'll have a G20 home in the next month or so when I get back. I've had my G20 at work for the past 2 years, waiting on somebody to help me with it, and then, you know, I've started plugging away at it myself now that I kind of know how, and you know, I've got it started for the first time in 2 years, which is super exciting. I got to go through the plugs and wires because a mouse chewed through one of the spark plug wires, so that's really cool. But like I said, it fired and it wasn't leaking fluids, so that's, you know, half the battle. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna get it home, and then the plan for that is to start going through the suspension and replace it all with G30 parts, and we're gonna make it a little bit of a tow pig. Make that what we pull all of our cars around with. So that's the plan for that. I got a few things cooking. Really want to get back to that Cutlass. That was supposed to be priority. I did want to sell the Cavalier for cash, and then Cutlass. You know, my existing projects are #1, but you know, that's fine. I'll get to that. That's a personal project for me that I'm planning on keeping forever. I don't really plan on, you know, that's not going to be something that makes me any money. So that one can wait until it's time. But I really want to get that G20 home. I got a lot of memories in that thing. Ready to get it home, get it into action. You know, I'm ready to get this one back out there. I'm ready to get that Cavalier out of my yard. I am tired of looking at it. It was cool while it lasted, but I'm over it. So anyway, we're going to fill this back up with some synthetic and see how it reacts to synthetic. See if it burns a little bit less. Alrighty guys, now for the chemicals we're going back in with. I'm sticking with Lucas, but I'm doing the high mileage one this time just because I want to keep it in the same family. But this car is high mileage and it's old. So we'll probably continue to use that one. But this time we are trying synthetic just to see if it reacts any better, if we have any, any more or less smoking issues. It's fine the way that it is. It's a 60-year-old car. If it smokes a little bit, so be it. But I want to see if it's going to do us any different. We only put 1,000 miles on the last change, but it's been almost 6 months, and it was conventional, so you're only supposed to keep those 3 or so. So we're going to see how this synthetic holds up. If it blows the engine up, you're going to hear about it, of course. So then we're going to be putting in a new engine or something, but I don't think, truthfully, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, if it makes any difference at all. But I want to see, so we're going to see. Now, this may just be because I grew up cheap. I like to dump a little oil in here and shake it around. Make sure I get all that honey goodness. Again, one of those things that probably makes zero difference. But felt like it was right, so I did it. Beautiful. Guys, again, thank you all for tuning in. I know it wasn't anything too crazy exciting this time, but I just want to update you all on where I'm at and what I'm going to be looking to do here in the future, because I'm hoping to get into some really exciting stuff soon. As soon as I should get this 05 Impala. Not super excited about it, but it should be a good thing to help me get some cash. And then from there, we're going to stick with all the older, cooler stuff. I really don't want to go any newer than the 80s. I really want to build a burnout machine, a drift machine, something fun. I really feel like I'm starting to gain some traction in my knowledge and starting to see it apply on other vehicles. So we're starting to grow. It's really exciting. So, if you want to stick around for the ride, hit that subscribe button, comments, likes, all that fun stuff. I appreciate every single bit of it. Thank you guys, and I'll see y'all next time.